Okay, so you guys wanted to deep dive into the Trickety coin.
Okay.
And honestly, even we weren't prepared for this wild ride.
Yeah.
We're talking January 18th, 2025, just days before the inauguration.
Mm-hmm.
A meme coin just pops up
Right.
and goes absolutely ballistic.
Out of nowhere.
And I know you're listening because you want to know what the deal is.
For sure.
Is this a joke? Is it a golden ticket? Or is this like a sign of the financial apocalypse?
Right.
Well, let's find out.
It's the sheer speed of it all that's captivating. I mean, we're not talking about like, a slow burn here. This thing goes from 0 to an $8 billion market cap in just 3 hours.
Wow.
By the end of the day, it hits $24 billion.
See, that's what blows my mind. It's like, is this the future of finance unfolding?
Yeah.
Like right in front of us?
It really makes you think.
I mean, one trader turned $883 into $310,000 in 21 minutes.
Yeah, you're talking about a whole lot of zeros in a very short amount of time.
But for those of us who are not, fluent in crypto,
Right.
what exactly is a meme coin?
Well, think of it this way. It's essentially a cryptocurrency that rides the wave of internet trends and memes.
Okay.
So, you remember the whole meme stock craze?
I do.
It's kind of like that, but
Yeah.
in the even wilder world of crypto,
Right.
meme coins are famous, or infamous, depending on how you look at it,
Sure.
for their volatility. They can skyrocket in value just as fast as they can crash.
Okay. So, high risk, high reward.
You got it.
But the Trent MP coin adds another layer to this whole thing, right?
Absolutely. It's not just latching onto any meme. It's tied to a very specific and a very polarizing
Yeah.
figure. And this is where things get interesting.
Yeah.
He's actively promoting it on Truth Social and X, using his fight slogan.
Which, as you know, comes from his response to surviving that assassination attempt last summer.
Right. It's a very targeted appeal to a very specific audience.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, think about it like this. You're familiar with how volatile meme stocks can be? Now imagine that volatility amplified in a market with less regulation and oversight. You know what I mean? It's like the crypto Wild West out there. And it's not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not.
But isn't there a certain appeal to this level of, disruption? I mean, aren't traditional financial systems kind of rigged against the average person anyway?
That's a valid point. There's a sense of rebellion, of circumventing the establishment.
Yeah.
That's definitely appealing to some, but it's important to remember that this is still largely uncharted territory.
Right.
So let's look at the tokenomics of the Trump P coin.
Okay.
1 billion total coins, with 200 million released at launch. Seems straightforward enough.
Yes, he's pretty simple.
But there's a catch.
There's always a catch.
80% of the Trump P coins are controlled by a single wallet.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So one person.
Imagine a single entity controlling 80% of a currency.
That's a lot of power.
It is. What could that mean for the average investor? I mean, we've seen this play out before in traditional markets, and it rarely ends well for the little guy.
Okay. So that's definitely something to consider. I get the whole, community aspect and all that. But isn't this just another way for people to get fleeced?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen this before, right? With pump and dump schemes and all that.
Yeah, for sure. And there's another layer of uncertainty here.
Oh, really?
There's no official confirmation that it actually was Trump promoting the coin. Remember, high-profile accounts have been hacked recently.
They have, yeah.
So is this a legitimate move or a cleverly disguised scheme?
So where does this leave us?
This is where critical thinking comes in.
Okay.
Meme coins are inherently speculative. You have to weigh potential reward against the very real risk. Are you being swept up in the FOMO?
The fear of missing out.
The fear of missing out. Or are you making a calculated move?
I mean, it's a phenomenon, right?
It is.
That's forcing us to rethink the very nature of money and investment. But this isn't just about a coin, right?
Right.
It's about something bigger.
Regardless of your political stance, it's fascinating to see how a figure like Trump can leverage his following. In this new financial landscape, it raises questions about the future of political fundraising, campaigning, and even influence.
It's wild.
It's like the Wild West out there. Except instead of saloons and 6-shooters, we've got memes and blockchain.
Yeah, we sure do. So what can we take away from all of this?
I think the Trump MP coin, with its meteoric rise, And shrouded origins is a microcosm of the larger trends we're seeing. The lure of decentralization, the gamification of finance, and the power of online communities. It's not just about making money. It's about being part of something bigger. A community. It's the same tribal instinct. That drives sports fandom or political movements. But now with a financial twist,
What makes you think?
it really does. It forces us to ask, how does this tie into the rise of meme stocks, the influencer economy, and the way information and misinformation spreads in the digital age?
It's a big question.
It is.
It's a really big question.
And honestly, we're just beginning to scratch the surface.
Yeah, well, this is a deep dive that's going to continue for a while.
A long time.
So buckle up, because things are about to get interesting.